the individual matters, and we take care of the individual, when each and every one of our rights are recognized, then the whole is automatically taken care of. When we try to think, oh, let's take care of the whole and forget about individuality, well, then individuals can get peeled off and run over, and their lives and their rights don't matter. Oh, we're taking care of the greater good. Okay? But if we take care of the individual, each and every individual right, then the whole is taken care of automatically. We don't worry about the whole. Should never worry about the whole. You worry about the individual, and the whole is taken care of automatically. Protect individual rights. Protect individual rights. The Hammonds are in a very similar situation, where their rights were also being trampled upon. And the government trying to take and make their own and assume ownership and control of the land and the resources to enrich themselves, whether individually or as a group, still was taking place. And now we know that Dwight and Stephen are both in prison serving 5-year terms for things that were not crimes. I want to talk about crime for just a little bit. I talked about our rights to our life, liberty, and property already. And our freedom. That we are to be free to choose whatever we want to do. Whatever we want to do. That's your right, to be free. And of course our limit upon that freedom is that we're not supposed to encroach upon the rights of another. And so the very definition of crime and the very definition of criminal are those who do knowingly, willfully, intentionally encroach upon the life, liberty, or property of another. That's the only proper definition of crime. And laws should only be made to protect that. And that's it. In other words, someone who does something that does not do harm or damage to another person's life, liberty, or property is not a crime, regardless of what our legislatures tried to put on the books to call crime. Okay, we call those victimless crimes. There's no victim. No one was harmed. There should not be any law that is put on any book. But yet we fill our jails by the thousands, hundreds of thousands, with people who have not truly committed a crime. And that those who do harm to others are true criminals. And when our government becomes the violator of our rights, damaging our life, liberty, and property, rather than protecting it, then they have become criminal.
That's right.
And they take it upon themselves to enforce with the barrel of a gun those things which they want to. Those things which are not crimes. Violating. And that's what happened to the Hammonds. That's what happened and is happening to us. And they took the life of Lavoy Finicum. He did not commit a crime. He did no harm. There is no man, no woman in this world that can stand up and point to Lavoy and say, you harmed me. Not one. He committed no crime, and yet they killed him dead. And they attempted to kill me and Shauna and the others that were in that vehicle. They put a bullet in me. Without excuse, without cause, without reason, other than they wanted to enforce their power, their ideas. And government is nothing more than men Sir, do you have the right to take a life? Can you delegate that right to another? Do you have the right to protect your own life?
I do.
Can you delegate that right to another? Okay, you can delegate it partly. That's what we do to our sheriff. That's where he gets his authority. Okay. But does that mean you relinquish your right to protect your own life?
No.
Okay. We can't, government has no authority in and of itself. Again, our government is a creation of we the people. Okay? And government only gets its authority from we the people. As we specify, our central government gets its authority from we the people, and that is actually stated in the preamble to the Constitution, which it says, we the people of the United States. And the last line says, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. We the people are the sovereign. Okay? You telling me it's time? Is that I appreciate this opportunity to come to speak to you. And I hope that the things I've said will help you think and encourage you to study and learn. I don't expect you to take my word for anything. Please investigate what I've said and find out for yourselves. And always, always call upon the Lord. Call upon God for guidance. I give my Father in heaven credit for all that has been done and the success that I've been involved with. I am nothing, but through Him I have been able to accomplish a few things. And so I say these things in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen.